Well, I wouldn't have even been 13 when I read in the papers about James Dean, and I never thought anything that happened could make me feel that way. And so my life became a constant dream of magic moments on the silver screen, wondering how it might have been if he hadn't died that day. White t-shirts and faded blue jeans, how I acted out the big scenes. I was a kid just lost in a masquerade, I guess. Heated words and moody glances, odd man out at the high school dances. But there were times I learned when it was good to be a little different from the rest. He was there when I needed a friend, he'd help me through the day. Now and then, Lord knows when, just chasing the blues away. No time for fears, no time for sorrow. Who needs those teenage tears when you're thinking about tomorrow? And tomorrow shone from a silver screen where I knew I could be sometime. I may not have been a friend of his, but he sure was a friend of mine. Just seem to fly, you never see them slipping by, and no one seems to understand the things you're going through. Grown up before you know, like you're lost somewhere in limbo, and that lonely guy on the radio is feeling that way too. So I cried when he was crying, and I fell when he was falling, and when that pretty woman came walking back, I was feeling good. Running scared and trying not to, going back to the old blue bayou. I guess I come to know the big O is only the lonely crew. And he was there when I needed a friend to help me through the day. Now and then, who knows when, just chasing the blues away. No time for fears, no time for sorrow. Who needs those teenage tears when you're thinking about tomorrow? And tomorrow sung from a radio where I knew I could be sometime. I may not have been a friend of his, he sure was a friend of mine. I still can hear the screaming of the people there that evening, when the lights went low and it seemed the show was set to end. I'd been waiting for so long, when they all come running on. There was a feeling of excitement there that touched my very soul. And they were calling out for Ringo, and they were begging George to solo. 1,000 calls for John and Paul on a hard day's night. I'll always remember leaving, honestly believing that the magic of that evening would last me through my life. They were there when I needed friends to help me through the days. Now and again I remember when they were chasing the blues away. In times of tears, in times of sorrow, in times of fears, they had me thinking about tomorrow. And tomorrow shone for that someone I knew I could be sometime. I may not have been a friend of theirs, but they sure were friends of mine.